Hey, this is Craig Baltimore, and this week we will be discussing the Nephilim and the end of the world conspiracy. Let's go. How's it going out there? Welcome to Craig Baltimore Reviews. I'm Craig Baltimore. This week we are going to get into the conspiracies. So let's get into it, and let's not waste any time. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. So again, let's not waste any time. Hit that like button. Let's go.
21, 2017, all of North America will witness an eclipse of the sun for the first time in 99 years, where the moon will pass in front of the sun, casting darkness across the earth's surface. It is called the Great American Eclipse and is a once in a lifetime celestial phenomena. David Medey, who authored Planet X, the 2017 arrival, asserts that the planet Nibiru, also known as Planet X, will crash into Earth on September 23, 2017. If one is to believe in that, then we just have some 40 days left of survival. But then one is sent to a fix because scientists deny Nibiru's existence. However, Mede believes, or is rather convinced, that he is right, after having stumbled upon some passages from the Bible to justify his claims. Mede had said that Nibiru will mark the end of Earth in October, but now he has fixed his mind on September. Conspiracy theorists have been predicting for decades that Nibiru, also referred to as Planet X, is going to collide with Earth and destroy it completely. An
Absolutely.
unseen planet debunked by NASA, Nibiru was first mentioned in 1976 by Zecharia Sitchin in his cult book The 12th Planet. The mystery planet is apparently home to a race of ancient aliens called the Anunnaki, whom Sitchin credited with creating the human race. Nigel Watson, author of the UFO Investigations Manual, supports Sitchin's idea, explaining that Nibiru collided with a planet called Tiamat that was situated between Mars and Jupiter. The result was the creation of the asteroid belt and the planet Earth. Watson says that Nibiru is populated by the Anunnaki, an advanced humanoid race who visited Earth thousands of years ago to mine gold in Africa. As an outcome of needing workers to carry out these mining operations, they used genetics to create Homo sapiens. However, NASA claims that Nibiru and other stories about wayward planets are a complete internet hoax. There is no factual basis for these claims. NASA says if Nibiru, or Planet X as it is called, were real and headed for an encounter with the Earth, astronomers would have been tracking it for at least the past decade, and it would be visible by now to the naked eye. Thus, obviously, it does not exist. The NASA experts have said that at best we can tell, no large object is likely to strike the Earth anytime in the next several hundred years. Well, what is the truth and what is a rumor? All of us will get a clear picture in the next 40 days.
Is Wrap the News. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Dragon's Tail again, which are meteorites following behind a planet that people mistaken for Starlink and UFOs. Those are not UFOs out there. We are going to zoom in closer now and we're going to see exactly what that is. Anybody see a ship in that? No, you don't. Look at the shape of the light,
That's my man,
how it's
rap
changing
news.
from smaller to big as these rocks hurl. So we're going to be looking at these rocks hurling through the sky that's lit. You see them going dim and then going light. They are lit rocks. It is not aerodynamic or anything else. It is not shaped like a spaceship. It is shaped like a rock, and everybody should know what it is. This is it zoomed in super, super close. As close as I can get it. And what do you see? Look at the shape of it. We're going to invert this in a second, and we're going to see what we got there. Look at the shape, and then look at the glow outside of the shape. That thing is coming in hot, right? And it's turning. Look at it. It's shaped like a rock because it is a rock. There's nothing aerodynamic to that. There is no energy or nothing coming from that except for the heat from or heat signatures from the heat on this damn rock. That's all it is.
So if you take a look at what he just showed you, doesn't this look just like it? Just without the glow? Now God is showing it to you in plain view. And in the last video, you can tell that it's no spaceship. It's a fiery rock. And here you can clearly see what it is now. There are 2 or more videos I ran into just like this one where there is a light around the rock. The reason why I believe it has a white glow around it is because it is hot. That's why the camera is detecting a heat sensory, which when the camera detects the heat, a lot of times it's either going to be a yellow or red glow around the object, or white. In this case, it's a white glow, meaning it is real hot. And when it's glowing white or red, that means that it is really hot, which is telling you it's not a spaceship, it's a meteorite or an asteroid. And as you see, this red-looking rock has the same glow. It's like moving like when you see the heat radiation coming off of a car or something. It being red probably means it's burning. And when people find them landed on the ground, it's still burning because they are brimstone sent by the Lord to destroy the wicked. And there has been 408 wildfires just in California this year. No lie, look it up for yourself. And I believe these are falling and causing these wildfires, and they are just covering it up, saying it's something else. And as God says, prove everything by the scriptures. And that is what we are going to do, is read these scriptures. Revelation 8, verse 7. When the first one blew his trumpet, there came hail and fire mixed with blood, which was hurled down to the earth.
All around the world, similar videos have been captured of an unexplained phenomenon, a blaring noise rumbling across the sky with no identifiable source. Sometimes called God's trumpets, this sound has been described as metallic, evil-sounding, and even apocalyptic. The sky trumpets have been heard around the world, from the coldest Siberian tundra to sunny California coastlines, to Mr. Crocodile Dundee's home down under. Recorded incidents seem to have come into public circulation, largely correlating with the rise of phone cameras. The site strangesounds.org chronicled known examples of the incidents for several years and compiled a list of over 150 videos between 2008 and 2015 alone. Some say the first known example of these sky trumpets dates back to 2008 in Belarus, when an anonymous user uploaded a video to YouTube of the ear-deafening sounds. But the earliest credible video I could find comes from Tallahassee, Florida. Let's take a look.
Feels like it's getting close, Dylan. There went something. What is that? That feels like it's getting very close.
Is that the noise happening now, or is it?
Yeah, this is a live one.
Get the kids in the.
I hear the wind.
Get the kids in the.
Get in the bathroom.
Get the kids in the bathroom.
Yes.
As you can see, that's a light little trumpet there. You can barely even hear it. But like I said, this is the first instance of this kind of video.
That's
I've
more
had.
like wind almost.
You know when like you see like a haunted house movie, it's like, hey, I thought I left that door open. Early stage
I don't
shit.
remember leaving a walking skeleton up in the air.
What are all these porno mags doing here? This isn't. I didn't look at this.
That's what goes on in your place.
My house is haunted.
So we know there has already been hail falling down meteorites keep falling down. And I don't know on every camera you film with, but with certain ones, you are allowed to see the heat that these meteorites are letting off from around it. And you can also see the cold that it lets off. When it is cold, supposedly, according to online, it would detect a blue or purple glow around it, except if you invert the video to a black and white image. But if what is in the sky is lit with blue or green or like an aqua color, you better look out because it is a possibility it can be the chariots of God coming and waiting around to deliver his chosen few. Because again, we are not all going. And the ones who are, we are not going out the same way. We all have different ranks according to our wisdom and righteousness and our knowledge God bestows on us. And those who actually do their research and actually study the scriptures like God said to study them. Revelation 8, verse 8. Then the second angel sounded, and something like a great mountain burning with fire was thrown into the sea, and a third of the sea became blood. We already know how big in size meteorites and asteroids can get if they could destroy cities and leave big craters in the ground. And is it possible that a third of the sea turned into blood means a third of life in the sea is going to die off after that? I don't know. And now they are saying there is a black hole under the ocean in the Pacific Northwest. And there is a volcano erupting underwater. Earthquakes keep happening, and I believe there is a high possibility that there is going to be a tsunami that is going to take California with it. I don't care.
Shalom, family. So you have the lava pits of hell that appeared on the 27th of last month, which also happened to be the last day of the planet alignment. And then shortly after the lava pits appeared, you have some meteorites starting to fall that we'll look at later on in this video. The time is very close at hand, yet you have some who still refusing to flee the midst of Babylon, Jeremiah 51 and 6. Midst is the middle of. You right up in the shit. Get out of them cities. Whether you want to use the English word flee, which is translated to, or you want to use the Paleo-Hebrew, which is supposedly mean independent. Independence is free from outside control, not depending on another's authority, not depending on another for livelihood or substance. Let me ask you a question. Are you still receiving a check from the white man? Are you still on the white man's water? Are you still on the white man's electricity? Are you still on the white man's gas, paying these bills each month? Then you still dependent on these nations. Are you still going to the grocery store? Yeah, that's what I thought. Are you making any type of attempts to grow your own crops, to have your own cattle, to live off of the sustenance provided from the Most High God in Israel and rely on Him only? True, the Most High God is going to deliver us back to our homeland, Israel, when He takes us out of these nations. But He gave you a command to flee the midst of them, and you do as you are commanded, or be left behind and destroyed with the rest. And again, if you are at least making the attempt, putting forth 100% effort to do as the Most High God commanded you, and He did not provide a way for you, then the Most High God is in control. But at least you can say that you made the attempt to obey your Lord. Not sitting on your lazy ass and doing nothing because you're comfortable with the devil's system.
Many folks gathering at Westworld and Scottsdale last night for all the family fun, but when it was time for the fireworks, some people noticed something else, lighting up the night sky.
Now I want you to pay close attention because the devil has an excuse for everything, a reason or why you should go back to sleep instead of keeping your eyes open and staying awake. What you should have noticed is that one of the fireballs in the sky completely disappeared. And this is important because they lie.
There were two lights at first. First, they looked like they're bright orange, sort of hovering right there. One of them disappeared. That's out of the picture now.
And then what you're also going to notice is that a third one appeared, and then it disappeared. So what you're going to look for is to the top left, you're going to see another fireball appear. And this happened on the 4th of July, a week after the lava pits of hell showed on the 27th. And now let's listen to the devil lie and try to cover it up.
In the middle of all the 4th of July fireworks, there was this over Scottsdale. Definitely not a firework. Is it a comet? Is it a UFO?
Not aliens, I promise. Sorry we scared you.
Nope. It was flyers flying through the sky.
I'm calling bullshit, Israel. I guess the motherfucker to the top right, he just ceased to exist. He done vanished in the deepest, darkest corner of the Twilight Zone. He done popped somewhere.
There were two lights at first. First, they looked like they're bright orange, sort of hovering right there. One of them disappeared. That's out of the picture now.
And then again, you got this third one appear and then disappear. Ooh, I know it was the first guy. He done went into a portal. Ooh, our technology is advancing.
If you live in the lower North Island and felt a rumble after lunchtime, that was just a fireball crashing through the Earth's atmosphere.
And look how they always try to make so light of it. Oh, it's just a fireball crashing through the Earth's atmosphere. It's just like you're eating a sandwich. Nothing to worry about. No, you should be very concerned. And I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood. And I will rain upon him and upon his band and upon the many people that are with him an overflowing rain.
Alrighty. Well, that's the end of the show. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got your education from this. So, again, do your research. Do your research. Yep. Benevolence. Like the movie, and definitely watch the movie. And go to my boy page. Grab the news. You know, he's not here no longer. He really had some good information. Alrighty. Enjoy.